My name is Natalie and I work as an event coordinator. My typical day as an event coordinator is taking care of all the attendee registrations, making sure that they're entered into the system and that they are being charged the correct amount. After they register, I take all of the names and enter them into a spreadsheet, do all of the name badges, all of working with the printing companies to get everything done for the presentation itself. Just do all of the work that goes behind anything done with an event. I have another person that I work with, my coworker, that does some of the work directly with the hotel, but together we work to make sure that everything for the event is successful behind the scenes. Another part of my job, I actually was moved into the event coordinating position, but I still handle the roles that I had in my previous position, which includes accounts receivable, accounts payable, doing all the financial work, working with directly the accounting department to make sure that all of our bills are being paid and that everyone that we bill is paying us. So that takes up a lot of my work, a lot of my time when we do not have an event going on. The job requirements necessary to be an event planner, event coordinator is a college degree, a bachelor's degree in, my degree is in advertising with my minor in marketing. I think that that is pretty standard for most event planners or coordinators, or some sort of a communications degree. You work a lot with people, so that's definitely a skill that you'll need to have, is being able to correspond with people. There's a lot of people that will have questions that are registered for your events that will be reaching out to you for answers and for help. There's a lot of work to be done with communicating with the hotel, so you just need to be able to effectively communicate with those people. Other skills that come in necessary are any sort of graphic skills will really come in handy. There's a lot of different things that need to be created, such as name badges, the presentation, handouts, and any sort of signage or anything else that you would like to include whenever you are hosting your event. So anything along those lines is definitely will save you money by not having to outsource it, and it's preferred a lot of times by your boss for you to have those sorts of skills. The best part of my job is being able to work with people, you are able to meet different people, and it's also traveling, being able to travel. We have a couple, actually quite a few conferences that are out of state, we're actually across the country, so being able to go to different parts of the United States that you haven't been before is probably the best part of the job, as well as just working with people, being able to, it's very stressful, so if you thrive in a sort of high-paced environment, that also is one of the good parts of the job. It's rewarding, knowing that everything was so stressful when you're working on getting the conference done, and then being able to see your labor really pay off when the event is going on and everyone's happy and you know, saying that it's one of the better events that they've ever been to. It's just very rewarding, knowing that was you who made that all happen. Part of the best part of the job, like I said, is I thrive in being in an environment that is somewhat tense and a little bit high-paced. But then on the other side, part of the worst part of the job is the fact that it's stressful and high-paced. It's kind of a give and take, and it's like a love it but you hate it type of feeling. The other worst part of the job, I would say, is no matter how much you plan an event and how much time and effort you put into making sure everything's going to be perfect, nothing's ever going to be perfect. It's just working through those obstacles and making sure that you have the resources necessary to overcome them, and making sure that even though you know something went wrong and your coworkers may know, not letting your attendees or whoever your guests are know that anything had just happened. So I would also say another worst part of the job is if you're working with people that aren't on the same I guess communication level as you are. You want to respect everyone that you work with and make sure that deadlines are met, and that's also something you want in return. So when things kind of get pushed behind, which always happens usually with events because it's usually down to the last minute, it can make for a very stressful situation. My final advice to you in becoming an event planner would be to join any sort of local chapters that you may have in your town for public relations, marketing, advertising, anything that you feel could link yourself to becoming an event planner or event coordinator. The more people that you know, the better chance you're going to have to get your foot in the door or to hear about openings that may be going on. It just gives you a hands up on any of your classmates that may be trying to do the same thing. It helps you with your networking skills and your communication skills, which you'll definitely need to use while you're an event planner. But more so, it helps you in landing that job and starting your career.